So I'd like Zay to try and tell me where I'm from. Don't Google me.
Okay, so the first thing I noticed is that Mr. Green does something called L vocalization. You can hear it very subtly in how he pronounces the word talk with a very faint L sound.
So you can have a little bit of me talking, but also there's plenty of me talking on the internet.
L vocalization exists in a handful of American English accents, specifically in New York, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and the general American South. So that's what we're working with. The next thing I noticed was that Mr. Green has the pen-pin merger, but in a really interesting way. Typically, the way the pen-pin merger works is that the vowel in the word pen becomes more like that in the word pin. But Mr. Green does the opposite. Listen to how he says syntax like syntax.
Might have changed some of my syntax.
But he also displays the traditional merger too, pronouncing the word internet as internet.
There's plenty of me talking on the internet.
Now, of that list of original locations, the South is the only one that prominently displays the pen-pin merger. But this variety of the merger, where pen moves to pin and pin moves to pen as well, would only be found in an accent where both vowels are not only identical in production, but also in perception. Those locations in the South are as follows: Lubbock, Odessa, and Corpus Christi in Texas, Chattanooga and Nashville in Tennessee, Shreveport, Louisiana, Montgomery, Alabama, Jacksonville, Florida, I forgot to draw Florida on the map, and Greenville, South Carolina. So Mr. Green is from one of those cities. Which one? Well, Texas English in these three cities is pretty markedly different than it is in a lot of other southern states. And so I figured if I started with Texas, I'd strike gold quick. And I did. The first thing of note is that Texas displays the caught merger, where the vowel in the word caught is pronounced like that in the word caught. So a word like talk will be pronounced like talk. But Mr. Green doesn't have this merger. Listen to how he says talk in the video.
So you can have a little bit of me talking.
So the lack of this merger means that Mr. Green isn't from Texas. So we can write off Texas, as well as the cities in Tennessee, Greenville, and Jacksonville, which all also display the merger. That leaves us with two cities, Shreveport, Louisiana, and Montgomery, Alabama. The biggest difference between the accents of Shreveport and Montgomery is their rhoticity. Shreveport is largely non-rhotic, whereas Montgomery is starting to see an increase in rhoticity, especially among white speakers. But Mr. Green's accent is rhotic, meaning that he pronounces the R sound at the end of syllables. Listen to how he says other in this clip.
Was growing up, I didn't want to sound like other people, and
so I think it's way more likely that Mr. Green is from Montgomery than Shreveport. Usually at this point in one of these videos, I'd show proof that my guess was correct. I don't feel the need to do that this time. You can just Google it to see if I am. For what it's worth, I haven't Googled the answer yet. I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but knowing me, I'm probably right.